that off?
A song? Don't know which one. Can't remember.
Well, I was listening to quite a lot of Daft Punk yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I
Daft
thought I
Punk.
might have to get some Daft Punk albums now that I've got 160 gig to fill.
I've got loads.
I quite like buying them though, so I can have them on my collection.
Waste your money, I don't mind.
I will. Got money
Need
to
your
waste.
fucking position. Position?
Are you ready?
I think so.
Oh, have you got your phone set for 10 minutes?
Oh, yeah, we fucking overrun it last time, yeah.
Yeah, by fucking 23 minutes.
No, 13 minutes.
I think it was 23 minutes too long.
10 minutes. Go.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, I'm Graham. And
I'm
that's Darren.
Darren.
Done it for you.
And
Don't
we
bother doing it
are going to
You're
talk.
wasting time by saying
Shut
your name
up,
after I've
shut
already
up.
said it.
We're going to talk about Spider-Man 2, or as I should call it,
Spider-Man
The
2.
Amazing Spider-Man 2. As we all know, Spider-Man 2 came out in about 2003, 2004. But not that one.
It's weird to give yourself a compliment in the title of your own film.
I know, I think it's ironic that it's the second Spider-Man 2 to come out and it's the least amazing of them.
Yeah.
It should be called The Less Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. They're not quite as good.
Yeah.
But still alright.
Yeah, I mean, significantly not quite as good. Spider-Man 2 is amazing. The original Spider-Man 2.
Oh, right, we're comparing... Well,
It seems that way.
Yeah. I just thought you meant with the previous film.
Oh, no, I mean
The
Spider-Man
Amazing
2.
Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah,
Spider-Man
the
2
Alfred
is
Molina one.
like pretty much one of the best.
Comic book movies.
Thanks for finishing my
Sandwiches.
sandwiches.
Oh, God. Delete this video. It's well better than The Amazing Spider-Man 1. Well, we should do the story. Tell the story of Spider-Man 2. The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. Well,
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Or The Less Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Well, that's a different story altogether.
No, it's
not. It's a story about a young college.
Well, you don't need to go into that much fucking detail. It's about Spider-Man. We've got that much.
About a young college. Let me carry on. So this kid gets bitten by a spider.
Let's just assume people know who Spider-Man is, and let's just cut to the chase.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
No.
Okay, so basically, Spider-Man is getting more and more kind of coverage in the news. No. Is that what it's been a while?
I thought you say coverage in the news.
Yeah.
I thought you said courage in the nude. Spider-Man's getting more courage in the nude.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the story because you
I'll
always
do it.
Do it.
So there's problems with Mary Jane.
No, it's not Mary Jane. It's Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, Gwen Stacy. Oh shit, yeah.
We'll talk about that after the 10 minutes.
Whoa.
We'll go into spoiler territory then.
Spoiler alert after 10 minutes. Go on, tell the story.
Spider-Man is having trouble with Gwen Stacy, as Graham's just said, and then he's got to fight who's the baddie in it? Electro and Green Goblin. That's the story. It's a Spider-Man film and they're the villains.
So let's start with the villains. Do you like Dane DeHaan?
I really do like Dane DeHaan. I've said it. I don't know if I said it on camera. I've said it to you.
You said it to me a few times. No, it's getting weird.
I think that Dane DeHaan and me be really good friends.
And who else?
Paul Dano. I think we'd make a really good gang. Like me, Paul Dano, and Dean DeHaan.
We'd be the leader of the gang.
Oh, well, there wouldn't be a leader. We just hang out.
Equals.
Yeah. You said that like I've told you a few times, so I can rub in your face. So I wish I had better friends. But no, I do think that I don't know. I just think that me and him would get on. I don't know. But in this film, I thought that as Harry Osborn, he was better than James Franco was in those films.
Yeah,
but he didn't really get a chance to sort of play the character. You know, it's like he was only in a handful of scenes, and him and Toby, whatever his name is, Peter Parker,
Garfield,
were supposed to be like best mates. But there was no mention of him in the last film, and they only share one scene where they're like bonding and being friends. Yeah. So when Harry, like, spoiler alert, betrays him or becomes evil, it's not that big a deal. It's not like how are these two going to put their feelings to aside and fight, or how's Spider-Man going to do it? Because they didn't really seem to do that much anyway. No. But that one scene where they were friends, I thought was really good, and I think that's kind of the problem with the film. Really, is that I like all the relationships. I don't really care about the rest.
Yeah.
So
you know what? Just to kind of take us out of Spider-Man and let's go into Darren territory.
Okay.
You always prefer when the characters are just getting on and talking and chatting and just being themselves. There would be no film if you had it your way.
Clerks was a pretty good film.
That's not the point. Because
Dark Star was a pretty good film.
It's not a Spider-Man film. If Spider-Man doesn't start saving the day,
but I like the Dark Knight and the Batman movies.
Yeah,
and I like the relationships.
That's
in them
fine
too.
because there's not many relationships. Like, what's the point of doing all those push-ups, Mr. Wayne, if you can't even lift a bloody log?
yeah, and that bit in the Dark
You
Knight
love
Rises
that
where
kind of
Michael
thing.
Caine's
And that's
crying.
fine. Yeah, exactly. And that's
I
fine.
love
That's but it's where you start thinking, oh well, they should just do away with the rest of the stuff and just
No.
have them all be friends and chat and
But
talk.
that's not true.
Because you like all those
But my
parts.
point is that with the Batman
But
movies...
you say that's a diminishing point about the film, is the fact that there's not more of these. Now you can talk.
Well, I think the only other film that I've said that about is Guardians of the Galaxy.
There's plenty of them.
Well,
It happens all the time. Even the last one. What's the last big
what
cast
was
we
good
did?
about the last Spider-Man? Oh, the last...
Fifth Element. You liked it when they were all talking and chatting and being
That's
mates and
not what I
stuff.
said about the Fifth
That's what you
Element.
said.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not. It's
Might
really
be.
not. But no, my point. The reason I mentioned Batman is because I think that like the relationship between Batman and Alfred and all that's really good, and Morgan Freeman, the way he kind of comes into it, is the Q character. But everything else is strong as well. Whereas with the Spider-Man movies, the relationships between the characters is much stronger than everything else in the film. So either book up the other stuff, or just let me watch a film about Peter Parker struggling with his girlfriend Gwen Stacy.
You want a comic book film to be more like the Superman one that you like, where it's all about
Superman Returns.
where it's
Love
all about
Superman
relationships and it's all about how he goes off and saves the day every now and again. But
I think Superman Returns has the action and stuff as well. I know people
No, it
disagree
does.
with me, but people are wrong.
it does, but it's got a balanced take on action and relationships.
Well, I'm trying to compliment the Spider-Man film, I suppose, like by saying that I think the relationships are really good. Like and Peter Parker with Mary
And
Jane.
there was room to grow those relationships as well because
But there wasn't because the film just didn't allow it. There's like one scene with... there's a couple of scenes with Aunt May as well. And I just think I really like her. Like, Sally Field's amazing.
Aunt May?
That's the difference though, isn't it? Like, I prefer the original ones.
Do you?
Yeah, this Sam
You don't
Raimi
like-
Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
But if I was Tobey Maguire in the Sam Raimi ones, I'd have held a pillow over Aunt May's face by the end of the first film because she does my fucking head in. I mean, not just because she poured tea wrong in that film.
The eyes!
Yeah. But,
She poured tea wrong.
yeah. I can't remember because they did it in the original, in the Amazing Spider-Man as well. I think in Spider-Man 3, she pours tea. And either just pure water comes out or nothing comes out at all.
I have a teapot.
Yeah. And then in the Amazing Spider-Man, I know I'm drinking tea now and I'm English, but in the Amazing Spider-Man,
important to,
there's a bit where Kirk Connors, the lizard, picks a teapot up with his bare hand. Just like, that's gonna be red hot, mate. Like, so
you must be superhuman.
Yeah, there's a bizarre tea thing going on in this franchise.
Yeah.
Or series, but yeah, no, I think that so I like the relationships in Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. And I liked the really campy stuff in it, like, when he was fighting the Rhino and stuff like that, and there's like a bit with a sort of German doctor, which is just so over the top, but I like that, and it's almost like a campy sort of 1960s Batman thing. What I don't like is when it tries to... Like, I think that the original Amazing Spider-Man tried to become the Dark Knight, it tried to be gritty and grounded and everything, and I just think that Batman's got his tone, Spider-Man's got his tone, they're both iconic characters. Why try and impose Batman's, feel onto Spider-Man? Just be a Spider-Man film. And I think that Sam Raimi's films did that, particularly Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
But, in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I like the campiness and I like the relationships, but I don't like when it tries to be all gritty, and it tries to do it quite a few times.
It does.
Particularly nearing the end with the Harry stuff. And it also feels with The Amazing Spider-Man 2, I keep having to correct myself, there's no story to it. It's like the first hour or so is just things happening. Like, you'll have a scene without May, you'll have a scene with Gwen Stacy. But then the last sort of half hour kicks in and it's suddenly like, oh shit, we need to have a story. Okay, Green Goblin and Electro are going to team up. That's the story. Like, oh, okay.
No, it's an actual threat kind of thing.
Yeah, so... and
no, I kind of disagree with that, because I like Electro's story is like little...
But that's another example. He had one scene.
It was a pretty big scene.
Not really. It was like one
big
scene.
for him.
And that's an example. I liked the scene where Electro was like doing his Rupert Pupkin thing, and it was like a cartoon. Like, it just wasn't in any way realistic, like like the Dark Knight kind of thing.
As it should be.
Yeah. So it was a bit weird how he turned into the Electro. He just fell into a thing of eels.
Yeah.
But that's fine if you want to go for the campiness. Then I don't mind.
Hold that tone though.
Yeah. Be silly all the way through as opposed to sort of dramery. But yes. So what did you think?
Yeah, I liked it. Again, it's not the best. I mean, I was thinking about what you were just saying, like with they should just stick to the campiness of what Spider-Man should have instead of turning it into something else. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was going to say, like, I think they're gonna try and bring that tone back to comic book films with the Deadpool movie, judging by that test footage and stuff.
Well, we'll have to see what happens to that.
Because that still had gore. Well, that did then anyway. I don't know if they're changing that to fit the age ratings. Have you heard anything about that?
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
But these, he's still humorous and stuff, just as Deadpool should be and has been in comics and stuff. Whereas you're losing it. It's becoming, the film Spider-Man is almost becoming quite different to the comic book Spider-Man in a way that it's just like...
But just be its own thing.
It's on the back of Andrew Garfield more than it is the Spider-Man Peter Parker.
I like Andrew Garfield. Is that 10 minutes?
That's 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I liked Andrew Garfield. I mean, people moan that Andrew Garfield's not as good as Tobey Maguire because Tobey Maguire seems like a bit of a sort of geek, whereas Andrew Garfield's confident and not bad looking.
He would not be bullied in high school.
No, but that's fine. That's just the film version. This film's version of Peter Parker, I still think he's really good.
People said that about Carrie as well, the remake. Somebody who looked like Chloe Moretz wouldn't be bullied in high school because girls are all mostly...
If you're going to criticise that, then there's easier things to pick at it, like why fucking remake Carrie. It's perfect. But, shall we go into the spoiler territory now?
Oh, yeah, we're after 10 minutes. Yeah, this is the...
Bye-bye, everybody who's not seen the film.
Yeah, turn it off if you haven't watched it.
I didn't like the stuff about his parents, by the way, either. That went nowhere. That was the first half of the film, him trying to find out what happened to his parents. Mm-hmm. I just don't care. Don't care about that. Especially...
Yeah, because it was just kind of dull. It's not like
it went nowhere. It was like the first film, it went nowhere. They're trying to, like, span it out.
Stuff, right? Yeah. It's kind of like... It's like its own trilogy, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't want that. But, yes, so, spoiler alert, at the end of the film, Gwen Stacy dies.
Ooh.
What did you think?
I liked the death.
It's
different to the comic book, isn't it? It's like... She hits her head on the floor in this film, whereas in the comic book, he just grabs her too fast and it snaps her neck.
Is that what happens? Mm. Well, no, I think she kind of had her neck snapped in this film. In this film, she kind of snapped her neck and cracked her head.
Oh, okay. But
I was getting proper confusion there because I knew that it was the Green Goblin that killed her in the film, but I thought it was Carnage that killed her in the comic books. Mm. And then I looked it up yesterday, and it's because I started reading the Spider-Man comics were the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, right. And in the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, it was Carnage that killed her. But in like the old, 60 when she actually did die, it was the Green Goblin, in the film, in the clock tower and everything.
Right.
I mean, I knew she died, and when I saw like the stills, of them filming, and she was wearing that coat and stuff, I was like, yeah, she's not going to make it out this film.
Yeah.
But no, I thought it was really good. I thought that moment was cool.
I was quite sad. Yeah.
I was quite sad.
Yeah.
Apparently, like, because at the bottom, like, he's like cradling her, and he's like crying, and he's actually a good actor, as opposed to Tobey Maguire, who is a good actor but would pull a strange face that would probably make me laugh. But apparently, like in the original cut, the Green Goblin was up there laughing, but they like cut that because it was like too dark.
Yeah, that's quite dark.
Yeah, but I thought that would have been good.
Just laughing his head off.
Yeah, because he's just
with his weird hair and his weird teeth.
Yeah, I think he looked better than James Franco's Green Goblin, or the Green Grasshopper that Willem Dafoe played.
The stupid suit thing.
Yeah, but he'd look like a sort of crackhead, like he sort of turned into a junkie.
Yeah,
I liked it though.
I don't know if I liked the Green Goblin's makeup and stuff.
He just looked like the Green Goblin in the comic, but minus the hat.
It's just a bit weird.
He looked better than the Grasshopper.
Yeah.
But I do prefer, not that Chris Cooper got a chance to do much as the character, but I preferred Willem Dafoe as Norman Osborn.
I'd rather Chris Cooper did another rap like he did in The Muppets.
Yeah, Chris Cooper should rap in every film. I don't think The Bourne Identity would be lessened as a quality film if Chris Cooper just did a rap halfway through it. But, so no, the death was good. Although I do think it'll be interesting to see what they do with the third film, because I think that, as I was saying before, their relationship was quite good, and now he's going to not have it. And we were saying that I prefer the Spider-Man movie to be quite light and jolly, and, when he's, like, doing his quips and doing the fun action. And it's going to be all fucking mopey in the third one.
Yeah.
I mean, presumably he's going to meet Mary Jane, but also there's going to be some, he's going to have to mourn her.
This is it, because, like, it's the obvious thing to have, like, a love interest involved in the film. But the love interest was just killed off in the last one, so, yeah, it's going to have to follow on somehow, which...
Well, Mary Jane was in that one, but they cut her.
Oh, what? Why?
Like, because there's too many characters in there already, I think, and they just wanted to focus on the romance between him and Gwen, as opposed to then throwing a sort of third one into the mix.
Strange.
And apparently, Shadowcat, whatever, Felicity is her name, she has an affair with Harry in the film as well, but they cut that as well.
Oh. Strange.
Anyway, that was, it's just the way it is. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with the third. I'm looking forward to the Magnificent Six. Sinister Six film. Sorry, the Sinister Six film.
I don't know that much about it.
Nobody does really, except that it's going to be written and directed by Drew Goddard, who did Cabin in the Woods. And I'm just kind of interested to see a comic book film with 6 villains. I don't know how they're going to do it. Like, I don't know. Is it going to be like a Spider-Man film from the point of view of the baddies? I don't know.
Possibly. And
I think that's interesting, you know, that there's a comic book film coming out that we can't predict, that's not as predictable as all the others. And I think that's one of the things I did like about this film. This isn't even spoiler stuff now, it's just me dragging this out. But, and it's kind of like what I said about Superman Returns and the Ang Lee Hulk movie and stuff, is that I like what Marvel's doing, you know, the way it's like, you know, it's got its own sort of universe, but everything just looks the same these days. Yeah. Whereas at least because Amazing Spider-Man's not made by them, it feels like, you know, it doesn't feel like just it could belong in that world. Like it feels like its own film kind of thing.
I think it's mostly because like a lot of the colours are bright and there's a lot of I think a lot of the sweeping kind of camera movements help that as well, because the camera kind of follows Spider-Man, doesn't it? And it kind of
but Sam Raimi did better.
Yeah.
But Sam Raimi's an amazing director, and Mark Webb's alright.
Do you think from the first Spider-Man, because September 11th happened, didn't it?
Yeah.
And they had that footage of him making a big web between the Twin Towers. Do you think they should have left that in?
No. It's a bit distracting, isn't it? It
Yeah,
wasn't like it was a major moment, and it kind of might have upset a few people.
Yeah.
So I don't care. I'm not going to get uppity here, like, what are they doing, pandering to the terrorists? We should show them that we're going to win by not, removing the Twin Towers from Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah, why?
I was just thinking about it.
Fair enough.
While you were talking about something else.
So yeah, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not very good. I mean, it's not bad.
It's alright. It's worth a watch.
Yeah, it's good.
Do you like Jamie Foxx as an actor?
As an actor, yeah.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah, but his character was really boring in this.
What's his favourite role?
Miami Vice is my favourite.
Your favourite
Jamie
role?
Foxx film.
Right, okay.
Miami Vice is really underrated.
Isn't he Collateral as well?
Yeah.
That's good as well.
Yeah, but I like Tom Cruise in that.
Yeah, you prefer Tom Cruise to Jamie Foxx, and therefore...
I like Collateral and Miami Vice, but I feel I should say Miami Vice because most people dislike Miami Vice, and I want to sing its praises because it's really good.
Did you like him in Django?
He was alright. He wasn't the best thing in it.
He was the main thing in it. Is the only thing you're watching all the way through.
I think DiCaprio was pretty good in it, and Christoph Waltz.
Do you prefer Django or 12 Years a Slave?
12 Years a Slave, without even having to question that in my mind.
Good.
That's a definitive answer.
That's the right answer.
I know.
We're ending this now.
Yeah.
I could tell.
It's been a while. It's been over 10 minutes.
It's been more than that.
I know. I said over 10 minutes.
Yeah. So.
Yes, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is okay. But it's no Spider-Man 2.
It gets a thumbs sideways.
Yeah.
So you take from that what you want. But if you're gonna watch Doc Ock, with his 8 arms. No, 6 arms and 2 legs.
He's got 4 tentacles, 2 arms, and 2 legs.
He's a complex character, isn't he?
He is.
But Alfred Molina, he's amazing.
Yeah, how are they gonna recast Doc Ock?
Yeah.
Who would you have play Doc Ock in the next one? Don't think too long. Off the top of your head.
I don't know.
No, me neither.
No,
not a clue.
Not a clue. Alfred Molina again.
Yeah, and J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons, yeah, he
JJ.
would.
Yeah, just bring them all back.
You can't beat them.
No.
Leave Tobey Maguire out, but have him somewhere in the background.
Tobey Maguire as Peter Parker. Just.
Did you see that thing saying that all the characters that Stan Lee plays in the films could be connected?
Yeah, but it's not like there's that much to Stan Lee's character.
No, but he's just watching, and he could come back.
He wasn't watching in Daredevil because he got run over by traffic. He was like going to walk into traffic, and Daredevil put his stick out and stopped him.
Oh, right. Which one's the blind one? Oh,
well,
is the thing.
Yeah. So how would if Stan Lee's playing the same character in other films? How would that work with reboots and stuff? Because presumably you'll get a cameo in the Daredevil TV series.
Well, he's just watching. He's the watcher.
But it's a new Daredevil series.
Yeah,
it's not
he's just watching. He's just watching.
Well, there you go.
He's just watching the events.
You can't just say just
The Flash is coming out soon as well, isn't it? On telly.
Yeah, there's loads of things on TV that like Green
Arrow.
Yeah. We started this by finishing each other's sandwiches.
Okay. Right, we're going to turn this
off
now and go away.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
You finishing my sentence with bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.